Hi everyone and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today I'm going to be doing a reading. Well, I've clipped this reading from my live stream that I did, and this is going to be on is Bigfoot real, and if they are, who, what, when, where, why is Bigfoot? Why aren't we able to capture them on film really well? What's going on? Is there something more to them? Who are they? Where did they come from? Have they always been here? Are they just something from evolution, or is it something maybe a little bit different? So with that, that's kind of what I have for this Bigfoot reading, which is kind of exciting. I'm really excited to share this out and show it to everyone. If you want to see the full live stream, I will have that linked down below. But otherwise, quick news and announcements. If you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so using my website link down below. Otherwise, if you would like to join YouTube members, you get to see videos like this. Well, not like this early, but you get to see videos early that I get posted on my channel. We have exclusive content as well as extended readings and discounts on personal readings if that's something you're interested in. So feel free to check that out. Otherwise, just a disclaimer, remember everything I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all, just my opinion, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Otherwise, thank you all so very, very much for joining me, and I will see you guys in the reading. So see you there. Let's go in here and see what's going on. Is Bigfoot real? They are spotted throughout the Rocky Mountains and the such. So let's see what we can see about our lovely friends of Bigfoot and go from there. Also, I will be reading chat as I go, so let's have some fun. All right, let's tap me into the energy of what is Bigfoot. Like, we know him as Sasquatch, Bigfoot, the Yeti, and there's like a bunch of different regional variants and the such. So let's take a look at who, what, when, where, why, and how is Bigfoot. So we have at the core of it, it's this Five of Cups. It's a very sad and like morose type of energy. It's like we are. So, what is Bigfoot? It's something that's very sad. It's sad, morose. It's like we're mourning other things, other people, places, things, and the such. They also feel very like if they are real, it's like they're very isolated and like they're almost like a lone tribe of people or just like a loner type of energy. It's like you don't find many in groups or like civilizations or anything along those lines. Why is this the Ace of Pentacles? Because we don't have, it's like there's a loss of something, like a loss of land, a loss of materials, a loss of resources available. It's like we've lost something. What? Okay. So what I would see here is like we're isolated, we're alone, we're mourning essentially a place or a resource that we don't have anymore. Maybe this is financial resources on this. The King of Pentacles reversed because people were greedy. Also, I love as we look, it's an 8-man sitting, or a gorilla, and seeing it reversed in the resources perspective. It's like we lost our home, we lost our resources, we lost what we had. What? It's like we've lost all of what we've had available to us. We've lost our trees, we've lost our... It's like we've lost our sense of belonging or our sense of doing or knowing or pride almost. Hopes and fears, it's the Seven of Pentacles. We're planting seeds or we're looking for the next generation. In this card, where the 7 is represented is in this little nest up here. And it's like, it's very odd for like, is Bigfoot real? It feels like in what we typically think of as Bigfoot, I don't think what we know of Bigfoot or what we've been explaining as Bigfoot isn't really what it is. It's almost like what we've seen Bigfoot as is not what Bigfoot is in today's, and what we're being kind of making it believe, because it's like we're also doing this like for the next generation. It almost feels like Seven of Pentacles. So we have the seven, we've put our seeds down, it's almost like we put new roots down. It's like we put new roots down for hopefully for things to expand, grow, and have other people just be. It's like we can have like the next generation of things. I don't know if like, because I know we have like deforestation currently going on and the such, but it feels like we're almost, yeah, it's like the next generation. Like our hopes is like the next generation will do better. Unseen obstacles here is the Six of Wands reversed. It's like our pride, our ego. It's like maybe we've trusted the wrong people. We've trusted the wrong things. But it's also like what we thought, or it's like we put the cart before the horse type of energy. With Six of Wands reversed. Yeah, it's like we don't have, we're also getting taken out of our home, out of our villages. I don't know, is like Bigfoot like something that like goes between one place and another, and like where they originally were, they couldn't be anymore, and now that they came here trying to start the next generation, it's like we've lost land, we've lost resources, we've lost where we were, we've lost the homeland. Yeah, it's like we lost the homeland. We're now trying to start the next generation of things going on, because the unseen obstacles, we can't go back to the homeland. We can't go back to our villages, our peace, where we were at. The other challenge here is the Two of Swords. This is a decision that we make, is like, do we go forward or do we go backwards? And it's like, do we go back to try and reestablish what we've had, or do we move forward? Two of Swords as well is giving me, at least in this card, it's like, it feels like everything that we try and do, it's so vast, it's so big. It's like there's such an immense amount of loss, it feels like as well. And like as we're staring out, this little bird, as it's staring out into the ocean, it's like I'm contemplating my life and like how I've gotten here. It's like as we look at Bigfoot and it's how it is, it's like they don't know how they've gotten here. It's like they've fallen so far from where they were to where they're at now. What's going for them? They have a new place. This is super weird, because it's like, yeah, the world, it's like we found a new home. This is also a polar bear, and it's hugging Earth. They found a new home. They found Earth. I don't know if Bigfoot is like, we travel between one place to another, like if they came from somewhere else. Are they aliens of some way, shape, or form? But like Earth is their new home, and they're just trying to make things go. And it's like we have the new generation that we hope can kind of thrive here. In the past, the Nine of Swords, yeah, a lot of anxiety, things were dying, where they were, it's like that location, that land does not, that planet almost does not, it can't sustain them anymore. I don't know where they came from. This is super weird. We just went down into, woo, aliens. But it's like, yeah, like where they came from, it's like the land isn't good anymore. It's like nothing's good. We can't go back. It's desolate. And then here in the future, it's the Five of Wands. It's like we have to fight for resources. We have to scrape by and compete with others to just exist or survive. Why are we competing with others? Like, odd. What other information can we get? Nine of Wands, which is kind of walking on eggshells. With the Queen of Swords, it's like we have someone who's like, there's wisdom, there's words. It's like, yeah, it's like we're walking on eggshells, but now we're trying to be guided into a different direction. Someone who's wiser. Oh, goodness. With the Ten of Swords, the King of Cups, And to pull it all together, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a new opportunity. This is something new that we can do. I love this deck. This is just a stunning deck as well. Okay. So, like, getting here, Nine of Wands, we're walking on eggshells. Ten of Swords, we've gotten bamboozled or backstabbed or betrayed. I don't know if this almost feels like the story of how they got here. It's like we have the King of Cups who's trying to lead us with kindness and compassion forward. We have someone who's like a Queen of Swords with like wisdom, who's trying to also get us to where we need to go, to start something new, to put our roots down somewhere else. It's like we're walking on eggshells. It's like I almost wonder. Also, when I saw this Ten of Swords, it's like we need to escape. We need to escape and leave and get out of here. This also reminds me of I don't know, like why I'm thinking like experimentation, but it's like with all these, it's like we're in a conservatory, but then it's just feathers. It's like, but it's like feathers off of something that's no longer there. Like that had to fly the coop, that we had to escape out of confinement or containment of some way, shape, or form. What's this containment all about? Because it's like, also I want to see what this is like. Where they came from, they are not originally from Earth, in my opinion. I don't think they're originally, if we know what Bigfoot is like an alien species, in my opinion. That's kind of been like, this is the next generation, or like that's just who they are. I'm very curious about what's this containment all about. It feels like they were contained in some way. But let's take a look at what this containment is kind of all about. Why were they contained? What were they contained from or contained in? Because that is just odd to me. Sure. Okay, let's see here. Containment. Why are we so contained? Okay. Ten of Swords. Alright. Why were we contained? What was containing us, or what were factors around containment and breaking out of containment? We were betrayed in some way. What was this all about? The Knight of Wands. We leapt before leaping. Or we leapt before looking. We leapt before looking, trying to go in a different direction. Why was this the Devil card reversed? Negativity. We're trying to get away. We're trying to... I don't know what I'm picking up on, but this is just weird because like what I see is like we were trying to escape from negative influences. The chains that bound us, we had to escape from. And escaping from this confinement, it's like we landed in a new place, but this place, yes, is good, but I don't know if it's healthy for them. Because also the financial influences here. It's like, yeah, we wanted to go to something that was going to be more fruitful for us. The old land was not good. The new land, the earth, is good. They were trying to escape negativity, or I almost think people that wanted to maybe enslave them. Was very odd. Hopes and fears, the Nine of Swords reverses. Like we are going to escape. Yeah, it's like we're going to escape all the negativity. We're going to escape the worry. We're going to get away from the land that is not good, and we're going to go to the land that is good. Unseen obstacles, though, the King of Cups. Someone bamboozled them into thinking, oh, this is much... Where we're going to take you is so much better, or where we're going to go is so much better. But in reality, it's like they're being used for something. It's like they went in from... It's like they were promised freedom from one aspect, but in reality, they weren't ever granted freedom. It's like there are people that are continuously being used over and over and over again for someone else's higher power. Because here, the other challenge, the Four of Wands. Is Bigfoot like, I know we've seen them as like nomadic, or like how we've seen them as nomadic, right? It's like they never stay in one place too long, houses, but it's like, that's the challenge. Like, this isn't a nomadic people, like initially who they actually are. And like I said, maybe I'm not picking up on Bigfoot. I don't know what I am, but this is what we're going for, and this is what we're at. But again, it's like the Four of Wands. It's like, we have to keep uprooting ourselves and moving to different locations, uprooting ourselves and moving to the next location. it's like they're nomadic right now, but that's the challenge. They aren't a nomadic people at the base or the core of them. They are not a nomadic people. It's like they like having home, they like having structure, but they aren't a nomadic people, but they're being forced to. What's going for them? The Star. So this could be, oh, we're being seen, but I also see this as there might be getting assistance from other higher beings, other maybe alien type beings or creatures that are able to help them in some way. Like, oh, we're going to get you to a place that's going to be peaceful, or you aren't going to be disturbed. I don't know why I'm getting like northern Canada. It feels like northern Canada is like a safe haven for them. It's like we can be who we need to be. We don't need to move around so much. We can actually have stability. It's like this isn't a nomadic group of people. And this is like why they were escaping confinement. It's like a higher power or higher being maybe came in and helped them escape confinement. Here in the past, Eight of Pentacles, yes, they worked very hard for their home. Look at this honeybee area. Like, look at those bees. Look at those. They made a giant home for themselves where they're able to harvest, live, and thrive. So it's like in the past, they had a civilization. I'm going to say it. They had a civilization that they were hunkered down. It was their home. It's where they did all their bases and operations out of. And then they got confined there against their will and like things taken from them. And then they had to leave from a higher power to, I think, Earth. And then here in the future, this Seven of Wands, it's like, we had to defend ourselves. We had to leave. I also get here, it's like this looks like a portal, even though I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's the lunar eclipse. But yeah, it looks like a portal to me. It's like we knew our world was, look at this. It's like the glacier's been melting. And it's like our world is so narrow now. It's like what we had, our land is no longer. Like what we had available to us is no longer. So it's like, are we going to jump through the portal or not? Are we going to jump and try something different? Because look at, there's no ice. It's just this one little pillar. It's like we were confined to this little piece of land. Are we going to take the opportunity to go to somewhere different where we can maybe have a better life? Ooh, interesting. Okay. So I want to know, why is it so hard for us to capture them on camera? That's kind of my next question. Why is it so hard for us to get them on camera? Because we've had so many, there's been updates in pictures, there's been updates in technology. Like, how is like the best film that we have still the Patterson-Gimlin film from the 1960s? Like, how is that? I have questions, because it's like we're expanding more and more into the wilds of the unknown. And how do they also just keep hidden as much as they do? Let's take a look-see here. Give it one more great big shuffle. And then let's take a look. Ooh. Okay, let's take a look. Why are they so hard to film? The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Because we only see, what? It's like we only see the illusion of them. We don't see them, but we see the illusion of them. What? Because, like, look at this. It's like, it's a Knight of Pentacles, yeah, but look at the imagery on the card. It's like, here's the elephant, and it's like we don't see the actual elephant, but what we're seeing in this case is the illusion or the reflection of them on the water. So it's like, why is it so hard to see them? Because of the reflection that, like, it's like there's a reflection that we're seeing, or like a barrier, or it's like we aren't seeing the whole thing or through them. Why is this the Knight of Cups? It's because they're in two places at the same time. Look at this too. It's like we have this duality as well. It's like we have the thing we have the top, and then we see their shadow on the bottom. Like, Because what we're seeing here on Earth is the shadow, and we aren't actually seeing the creature. That's why it's so hard to see them. It's like we're seeing the shadow or the reflection of them from someplace else. Financial influences on it. It's the Two of Swords. It's like, yeah, and this is super weird. It's like they live between two worlds. It's like they can come between ours and another. This is really odd and really weird. But like how I see it is like we live in, it's like there, it's like, I don't know if there's like a dimension or like a, it's like we can go from one dimension to the other dimension. And it's like, so like what we see on this side of the of like the doorway or like the veil, it's almost like a veil. Whereas like we see one version of them on the veil, but like the thing it's like they're master illusionists is what it gives me. It's like they can manipulate the time space continuum, and it's like they can make things appear and disappear rapidly. It's like we are and I don't know if anyone's going to get this reference, but if anyone remembers in the Charlie Bone series, there's, oh, I forget her name. I think she was in like the artist or painting group, but then in like the later books, it's like revealed that she's like an illusionist, and it's like I can put up I can put up a veil, and in this veil, like I can project onto this veil that I put on anything that I want. So it's like, you want to walk across this road? Okay, I'm going to put a veil up, and instead of when it goes across the road, you're not going to see me, but you're going to see a moose instead of me going across the road. And that's what it kind of feels like. Very niche reference, but that's what I get. And I can't remember her name off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've read the books, but that's what it feels like. It's like they put up an illusion. They cast an illusion, and it's like you just go. And like the people who can actually see past that illusion are like, I don't know if they have like the gift of sight or if they have like gifts of the what would you call it? Like psychic gifts or the such, where they can see past the veil. And when it comes to the camera, why can't we get it in the cameras? Because cameras don't pick up those illusions really well. And it's like the older the technology, the easier it's like the less energy put into the capture, the less likely it is for it to get wonky or funky. And that's why I think older technologies work better than, say, like newer ones when it comes to like capturing weird, magical, or something and or phenomena. Okay, hopes and fears, the King of Cups. We come in peace. Also, King of Cups, this is an octopus. It's camouflage. They just want to stay camouflaged. They want to stay hidden. This group, it feels like I'm seeing like a tree. You know how the Ewoks in Star Wars, and they have like their tree cities. That's what I see. Also, oh goodness, Chewie. I forget what Chewie. Oh, Chewbacca. Gosh, I forget his race. Forgive me. At least I remember the Ewoks. But it's like I think they also had like tree dwelling civilizations and the such. And it's like that's what I see them in. And I'm wondering even here in the I don't know if they have them in the United States. No, it's too crowded. But like northern Canada, it's like they have communities there. In my opinion, like there are actual communities there that they just, and it's like and like if you would do like a satellite vision or satellite thing or something, put that up, you would never see it because it's like they are master illusionists. It's like they can cast a veil or almost like a bubble over their civilization, their village, and so no one's gonna know that they're there. And like, man, I would love to actually know how they do it because that just seems fascinating. It's fascinating that they're able to get people, places, and things from one place to another without being seen and having it affect cameras, and cameras can't pick up on it. Unseen obstacles, the Ten of Pentacles. They are losing space. It feels like it's like they're very wild. they're wild people. But it's like the forests reversed here. It's like we're losing space. We're losing forests. We're losing territory, essentially. We're losing territory to other people, and that's becoming a giant obstacle. It's like we can, and it's almost like we get our power from the earth as well. And in getting our power from the earth, as the earth is kind of destroyed and forests and growth and greenery is kind of going down, I think it almost affects their home and their long-term success of being here. The other challenge, yeah, they are just losing territory. They legitimately are losing territory. They are losing space to do things. Remember, this is a polar bear. Three of Swords is like heartbreak as well. One, we're losing space. Two, I almost feel like they're being hunted for sport, is what it feels like. It's like there are people that know. You can't tell me that the government doesn't know about this, in my opinion here. And I think they get hunted for sport. Because, like, look at this. And, like, all the red around them, too. It's like they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. It's like we're losing our space. We're losing our territory, but we're also getting hunted by other people. It feels like there are elites who just want to go Bigfoot hunting. And so they lose people every year because people just want to go Bigfoot hunting because it's such a, oh my goodness, like I can't tell that. Oh God, I don't know why. But I think this is disgusting. But like I do see trophies on walls. There are people, it almost feels like, that use them as trophies. And there are in like upper echelons or the elite, there are people who have stuffed them. They have. Oh God. No, it does feel that way. And I am not happy about that. Think about it if someone did that to your family member, okay? Not okay. What's going for them? The judgment. I think they see the writing on the wall here on Earth, and I wonder if they're trying to move to a different location. Look at all these stars, the galaxy. It's like we see the world above us, and it's like this isn't our home, but you know what? We're willing to go somewhere else, and I think they're trying to find the next place. Again, this species feels like they just haven't not been able to get, not a species. This group, this civilization has not gotten a break. In judgment, it's like I think they're willing to leave and want to leave as well. Excuse me. Here in the past, the Justice card upright, they fought for everything that they've had. Look at the salmon. It's like we're fighting to get back home. We're fighting to get back home. This is also Earth. It's a great temporary location for them, but it's not their forever. They don't feel like it's their forever home anymore. It could have been at one point, but not anymore. Also here, in the future, the Seven of Swords, yeah. Where we had planted our seeds and things were sprouting up, they are now no longer. This is not their location, not their home. I think they just want to be like, they just want to be gone. And again, still with that duality part of it, it's like, why aren't we seeing them? Yeah, we aren't seeing them. And just because there's less and less of them each year. Other influences here, other information. Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah, it's like people are breaking down our barriers, breaking down our walls. People are starting to see through us. This world is not good for us anymore. It's turning into a toxic place instead of a healthy place for us to continue. The Death card, yeah, this is it's like people have come in and tried to pick us off, and we're just trying to make it to the next location. Again, this feels like a group of individuals that has just been picked on and downtrodden and just damn near hunted to extinction. Is really what it feels like. It's like and then Knight of Swords, yeah, it's like Knight of Swords reverse is like they're almost like desperately trying to figure out how to get the heck out of here. And then to bring it in, secrets being revealed, the Moon card. They don't want to be seen. There's less and less of them each year. But their secrets are getting revealed. There are things coming through. It's like the veil for them is thinning. So it's like their illusions don't hold as much weight as they used to as well. Because I mean, as we look at it, we look at where there's a big transition right now on Earth with the planetary alignments of like we're moving into a more collective society, right? So like we're shifting away from like maybe the individualism and the capitalism part with like Pluto in Capricorn to Pluto in Aquarius, and it's like the veil has been shifting and thinning where things aren't as black and white anymore. We are starting to see through things and what people have to show them. So interesting. Also, I think that relates to Bigfoot too, where it's like the veils that they had just no longer frickin' work. Or if they are working, like more and more people are starting to see through them, so they see them and it scares them because like our protection comes from not being known about or not being seen because that's what it is. Also, is there anything in Siberia with them? No, Siberia's got its own monsters. And we are kind of just going with the Rocky Mountains here. But that's what I'm feeling here for my Bigfoot people. Like, this is a group that's just wanting to go to the next location because, like, this place wasn't safe either. So, that's what I'm feeling here. I hope you guys enjoyed that.